Good morning. Thank you, the chairman. I want to speak about some very case study approach. So most of these speakers, something macro level analysis. Mine is micro level analysis and somewhat bottom up approach. Although I was engaged in some central level policy making, I was very much impressed by the Dr. Sunil here and the Institute of Agro-Technology under the Ministry of Higher Education. It's an enormous impact in Sri Lanka, so I studied that. So I put here vocational education of UCIL. UCIL is University of Colombo Institute for Agro-Technology and Rural Science. This to improve a lot agricultural productivity and rural life in Sri Lanka, because Sri Lanka, over 80% of the population is living in Sri Lanka. Most of them also some poverty line, but this project impacted a lot. Background of this institute is somewhat around 10 years ago. There was a very small project type 1, Magampura Agro-Technology Community Service Center. Then recently it developed Institute for Agro-Technology. I joined recently with the institute. Previous 1991 looks like the left uppermost side, very simple. But now is because of the Dr. Sunil, we developed very good building and also next center. Next center means national education, online distance education access center, like light side. This is very rural area. This major activity of this institute threefold. Number one, technology transfer through tissue culture banana, and secondly, e-diploma program in agro-technology. And degree course now is agreed by the Ministry of Higher Education, degree course and this year, and furthermore, rural entrepreneurship development. And this technology, this is a starting point. We did tissue culture laboratory first, and we are now producing around 15,000 young plants for the farmers' use, and we are giving regular workshops done to disseminate the new technology and training program regularly, and we are going to also northern side, which is badly affected by the internal war. Now, because of this new technology, many of farmers, at least 8 times more than rice cultivation. Sometimes they put 20 times. For instance, one farmer, Surya Yoba, get 1.6 million per 1 hectare, as per usually 1 hectare of rice farmers getting just 60,000 rupees, but this 1.6 million. This is technology transfer and tissue culture banana. These laboratories all governed and maintained and managed by the rural girls. We are empowering them to disseminate technology, and also we are cooperating with Korean technology, cooperating with this Korean technology. And we are also bringing Sri Lankan expert to Korea. This farm related to the tissue culture technology. The lady light side, Korean lady is exporting $24 million of the bell pepper to the Japan. She is occupying around 60% of the total Japanese paprika market. And this with another technology, shaking incubator. So TCB is widely known as one of the notable success case of farm income increase, university extension in Sri Lanka. I think it is only one case where the extension, university extension really working in rural area. I am also engaged in extension activity. Some second one is e-diploma program. I was very much indebted by Dr. Sunil for this because she offered me national network of Node Center. Node Center is a national online education system. She set about 24 places which we are using. This is online learning. This is also peer lab practical, peer interaction, and field practicums. And we have unique traits of the Institute E program. We are reaching people by local language, not we are using other universities all using the English only, but we are using local languages, Sinhala and Tamil. And farm success by practical information, we are just learning by doing method. Self-financing by the quality service. And first year, we first batch in 2009 when we opened the institute, only 40 students, now 65, 107, and this year probably 150. After the working all this illiteracy, computer illiteracy has gone, this is also good performance. So we can conclude the e-diploma program is an innovative approach to improve the accessibility of farms to the university. In Sri Lanka, and rural people is never dreamt about the university education. Very, very, but we are now opening university opening system. I think Dr. Sunil will multiply more to the other university also, I believe. And this is one of distance learning by Skype system also. We are introducing now the e-learning, voice over information, M-based learning also. And my final one is rural entrepreneurship development, because the experiment in the laboratory work, they have some technology and the knowledge generated. But secondly, the classroom knowledge should go into industry, which I believe. So I introduced rural entrepreneurship development program because I have about 15 years experience of venture agriculture in Korea. I was the one of the founder of the venture agriculture there. As I told you, one of the lady developed a very big industry in the, like I showed, the bell pepper industry like that. So many industries now coming up. I hope this coming in Sri Lanka also. So the basic background UCRS, the small institute, we started to give some. This year we arranged to give loans for 14 talented university graduates for farmer students to start agricultural entrepreneurship development. So in this case, we are benchmarking the Korean venture agriculture. Through this, we hope Sri Lankan young farmers will also become rich people. So this background is ICT-based farm education success. Then this opens the path for rural entrepreneurship development. So institute help for developing own homepage and online market. In entrepreneurship, we are practically emphasizing two things. One, not in cultivation itself, but processing. And secondly, very, very extensive use of ICT technology. This is one of the field visit. And one of successful farmer, he developed a very good farms after this program. And this is one successful case. And coconut, zebra, and also banana also. We are also taking into the processing as a value additional. So through this mechanism, rural entrepreneurship, we can create very productive and sustainable agriculture development through entrepreneurship. This is time why, last year, Sri Lanka was able to target the staple food self-sufficiency now. From now on, this is a second phase to develop the horticulture and other crops, and then income generation. And we have some, in order to do that, we need to develop some very good institutions. Like in Korea, we have two backbone development institutes. Number one is Rural Development Administration, like Department of Agriculture in Sri Lanka. This was one of the backbone institute of Korea. And secondly, KIST, Korean Science Technology. It might be, I think, this institution might be developed as similar to the KIST and so on, as a backbone of the country development. So we have a strong plan this year, self-financing level, and then we are step development. So we have very small. When I came here, only 17 steps. Now 44 after 2 years, fast growing. So we are sending one PhD in Turku, it will be very high in the ICT, PhD, two masters to the to the Italy, and then the other farmers also we are sending. And promotion and marketing we do, and environmental protection we do, and product quality we do, and our vision among our 40 staff members, we want to become some world-class institute for the agricultural national development. So in the Chinese, this Chinese character has a very, symbolic meaning. What it says, in Chinese, high echelon brought a new house for the $10 million. He bought $10 million, while the market value of the house was only $1 million. Why? Can you answer?